She on the cat's eyes. Let's get this section out of the way and then I'll start talking properly. Well, that was fun. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am back in the UK after the European bike tour. I suspect I'll upload this video diary before that one, because I have hours and hours and hours of 360 footage to edit, and anyone who edits the 360 footage knows that it does take time. But today is glorious. So today I'm out on the Supersport, and today I am wearing my RST one-piece leathers, which I can now fit into, because I've lost almost 3 stone in 12 weeks doing nothing more than following the Slimming World diet and using a shit ton of willpower. So that's the 2 best corners on Burrington, ruined by cars. Feeling a tad cheeky today. Supersport always makes me feel like that, but it doesn't really go fast enough to put yourself into any real danger. But it is just a lot of fun. Yeah, so get a fly out of my mouth. Heading over to Quickshifter in Wales, just for nothing more than to show the shiny Supersport off, because red shiny Ducatis need to be enjoyed by everybody, not just the few. I will grab a cold drink while I'm there. It will be of a sugar-free variety, or a black coffee if they haven't got any. I just love the fun of this. I love this road as well. This is quiet, nobody uses it. So the upcoming video will be from our tour where we did the cross-channel ferry to Rotterdam in Holland, and then went across Holland, stayed overnight on the Dutch-German border, then rode down to Cologne, stayed in Cologne overnight, saw some rather interesting things there that will be in the video, very interesting things. From Cologne we then rode down to the Nürburgring, and then down to Kochum, which is on the Moselle Valley The roads from the Moselle Valley then down to Trier were just stunning. I mean, stunning, calming, just glorious. It'll all be in the video. I hope I can turn 6 or 7 hours worth of footage into 10 minutes of interesting video for you. But it is my video diary, our video diary, and thoroughly enjoyed making it. I've got a little buglet inside my visor, so I'll open it up to try and clear that. Hopefully that's now gone. When you can just see something crawling across the inside of your visor, it just grabs your attention and you just want to get rid of it. See what I mean about this road being quiet? It's lovely. Lovely little detour. Massive erection. There's Somerset levels over there. Hope you can see them in the distance there. I'll kind of point in that direction is Glastonbury Tor. It's super clear today. Super clear. I'm getting out nice and early because we're expecting temperatures up in the 30s again later on, which is great when you're in the back garden having a cold drink. Not so great when you're in one-piece leathers on top of a big red throbber, or even a little red throbber in my case. It's only 600 cc's. Fantastic beard on that gentleman. Well done, sir, well done. I figured out the issues with the sound on my last video that I did with the GoPro, and it was because I changed the settings for a powered mic to work with the wireless mic setup, and didn't change it back to use with a plug-in mic, so it recorded nothing because the GoPro 11 Black is not brainy enough to work out by itself what's plugged into it. Maybe I'm expecting too much. I've come to not expect anything from GoPro, to be fair, because if it's not the sound that doesn't work, granted this was my fault, but if it's not the sound that causes problems, it's the fact that it doesn't record anything and you have to pull over and pull the battery out and yeah, do all sorts of stuff. I think I'm taking the right direction. I've not come this way from this direction to quickshifter before. I've only been here once, but I think it's right. Obviously on this I have no sat-nav, no ABS, no cruise control, no traction control, but I do have a fuel light, which is really nice. I have to open the visor up. It is warming up exponentially, and I think I know what that word means, so I think I've used it in the correct context. Come on. Oh, for assuming that quickshifter is open today. I mean, can't see any reason why not. They do normally open on a Sunday. And I will be glad to step off this bike for 5 minutes so that certain things can move in the certain way they're supposed to and not be strapped up, squeezed up, crushed up and done. I don't think it's open. Excuse me. Oh, there you go. Any more than 2 is attention seeking. Now we do the neutral dance. There we go. Oh, we got off all right. Things can move again. Well, that was a nice cold can of Coke. Oh, there's my leathers, you can just see them, look. Fitting lovely, although a bit snug. Nice cold can of Coke. Met up with the gentleman over there, he's got this bobber, which is fantastic. And he's in the middle of doing it up. There's quite a few already got here today. I just need to get home now before that can of Coke goes through me, because I am not going to be able to manage a public toilet in one-piece leathers. So this is what we call rush hour in the West Country. How quick I can be taking a thumbnail photo. Well, what I do need actually is to have the bike in the sunshine, which is going to make all the difference. Okay, let's see if we can be super quick. Super quick. That might do it. That might be the thumbnail. It might not. Who knows? Result. If I had to compare this bike to a previous bike that I've owned, it would probably be a ZXR 400, which weirdly I never got on with very well. It was one of those bikes that was supposed to be the ultimate, you know, tiny little track bike, best handling around, blah blah blah. I had Bridgestone BT56s on it, which were at the time the sports tyre to have fitted to your bike. Before you get all the new rubber compounds that we've got now and dual compounds, it was BT56s were the ones to have, but I never felt comfortable on it. I mean, this is, you know, from someone who would get his knee down quite happily on a Yamaha Diversion 600 or a GPX 750, but the ZXR 400 I never felt confident on. This, on the other hand, I feel supremely confident on. Not to the point that I get my knee down. I mean, I'm 52 years old now. That ship has sailed many moons ago, but no, it just feels planted. It feels fun, which is how a bike should be. And as I've said, it's not fast enough to put you in any real danger speed wise. You have to play tunes on the gearbox to get any sort of performance out of it, but that's half the fun, especially when you miss a gear like that. I love this corner, but it tightens up on you in a big way. There we go. Right, well, I'm going to leave you pretty much where we started, at the base of Burrington, or towards the base of Burrington. I'm going to say stay safe, have fun, and all things being equal, I will catch you very much on the flip side.